Okay, hi, Edward Tong here. So in this video, I'm going to go over how to register a domain and also get rep hosting. Okay, so in order to market online, you need an online presence or online real estate. So you need to send people or prospects, right, to your online real estate. Now you can use many of the free sites out there like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or other social media sites. But the problem with those sites is that you do not own the data or the account, and they can be terminated at any time. So imagine you spend a whole year building up your fan page, and one day Facebook decides it doesn't like what you're doing, and it bans or terminates your account. Now all that hard work is all gone. Now I have known many people who have had their Facebook and YouTube account terminated, and all their fans and videos gone, and just like that. So don't put all your confidence in those free sites. Now, if you want to do it right, you'll need to have your own website. Now, in our case, you need a blog. Now, having your site, it is yours and you own it. So you can do pretty much anything on it, as long as it's legal. Right? Now, in this video, I'm going to go over the first two things you will need. Number one is a domain, and number two is web hosting. Now, for those who are new to the internet marketing, here are some basics. Right? So what is a domain? So imagine you want to open a restaurant, right, called Good Eats, right? So the name of the restaurant would be Good Eats. Now the domain name would be goodeats.com or .net, .org, or other extensions. Now your web address or your URL will be your http://www.goodeats.com, right? And this will be equivalent to your restaurant address. Let's say 123 Main Street, right? Now hosting would be equivalent to the physical building, right? Hosting will allow you to add files, videos, images, and text so other people can view them online. Now just like a physical restaurant stores everything you need to make their restaurant open for business, right? The hosting will make your website live. Okay, so those are just simple terms, but you get the idea. Okay, so there are many companies out there that actually offers domain registration. Two that I have used and are used by many internet marketers. One is Namecheap at namecheap.com. So this is the website for Namecheap. And the second one is GoDaddy at godaddy.com. Now, both of these are excellent companies, very reliable, and great customer service. Now, depending on what country you're from, you might find a local company that you can register your domain, right? So it all depends on you. But for me and for a lot of other internet marketers, GoDaddy and Namecheap are two of the best out there, right? Both Namecheap and GoDaddy are both based in US. Now I prefer Namecheap because it's simple interface and buying process, but it's all up to you which one you pick. You can try both. They're both, like I said, real good companies. Okay, now in this video I'm going to show you how to register a domain with Namecheap, namecheap.com. There is a link below this video, my affiliate link, so you can use those links if you want to purchase your domain. So first thing you want to think about is a domain name, right? So you want a domain name that's related to your business, easy to remember, and as short as possible, right? So you could have a domain name that promotes your business or a system you have maybe, or even promote you, right? So you have a domain, you can have a domain and a website that actually brands you, right? Okay, so once you have a domain name in your head, you want to make sure that domain is available, right? So to find out, just go here, right, and enter the name that you want. So for example, let's say I want to brand myself. So let's say I want to enter edwardtong.com. Let's see if that's available or not. Okay, so it looks like edwardtong.com is already taken, right? So if you look down here, edwardtong.com is already taken, but there's .net, .biz, .org, and all those other extensions are available. Right? What I suggest is that you always try to get a .com, right? If you really like that name and .com is not available, the next choice would be .net, and then maybe .org and .biz, but preferably your first choice would be .com. So let's say it's not available. What you can do is you can actually add a prefix or suffix to this. So let's say you could say work with edwardtong.com, right? Okay, so it looks like workwithedwardtong.com is available, right? So you can try different things, right? Yeah, you could do edwardtongonline.com. Right, see, so edwardtongonline.com is available. So just play with the name a little bit and to find the one you like, right? But make sure your domain name is somewhat related to what you're doing, right? Okay, so let's say I want to buy this domain name, right, or register this domain, edwardtongonline.com, right? So it's available and it's at $10.69 per year, right? Okay, so all you do is just add to cart. Right, so they give you the what's in your shopping cart. 1 year, you could choose 1 year, 2 year, all the way up to 10 year. What I suggest is just do 1 year and see how it goes, and you can always renew it every year, right? There's also a WhoisGuard, right? So Namecheap gives you a 1 year free WhoisGuard. So WhoisGuard, it's protecting your address, so people who search online don't actually, when you search for this domain, if you don't have a WhoisGuard, they can actually see your physical address or where you live. Now, if you want to protect that, you use a WhoisGuard, right? And I'll go over more detail that later. Okay, so make sure everything is good here. If you have a coupon code, you could enter it here. What I suggest is you go to Google and search for Namecheap coupon. Right, so usually they have special promotions and coupons every month, right? Okay, so let's say everything is good here. Just do checkout. Okay, so here you need to create an account, right? Your username, password, and information here, and then just create an account, right? The next area would be you enter your contact information and your billing information, right? So very easy to register a domain. So if you're very serious about marketing your business or promoting yourself or promoting any product online, definitely you need a domain, right? You need your own online real estate. So don't rely on the free sites like Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. Always get your own. Okay, this is the end of the domain registration tutorial. So like I said, it's very simple. Just go and do it. My affiliate link to Namecheap is below this video. Okay, you can use that, or you could just go directly to namecheap.com or godaddy.com to register a domain. Okay, so next we're going to go over web hosting. Okay, so you just learned how to register a domain. Now let me show you how to get web hosting for your domain. Now remember, a domain is like the name of your business, and the web address or URL is the address of the business. And now the hosting is equivalent to the physical building. So in order to make your site live, you'll need hosting for your domain. Now hosting is just basically renting space on a hosting company server. So you can add text, images, videos, audios, so people can view them online. So when someone accesses your website, they are actually accessing a file on the hosting company's server. Now there are many companies, or many hosting companies you can choose from. You can also buy hosting from the company that you register a domain with. Now sometimes some hosting companies have options to register a domain with them as well. Now at first thought, you might think that's a good idea, to have both hosting and domain registration with the same company, but it's not. Now there are a few reasons why you want to have separate companies for domain and for web hosting. One, you don't want all your eggs in one basket. Companies come and go, and you don't want both domain and your hosting affected if a company goes down. Now two, you want a company that is specialized in domain and a company that's specialized in hosting. Now getting hosting from a domain registrar who may not have quality hosting is not a really good idea. And three, if you want to move hosting in the future, it's much harder if they are both in one place. So the solution is to find the best domain registrar and the best web hosting possible. And usually they are different companies. Now go with bigger companies that is reliable. The company I use for all my hosting is this company called HostGator. and it's at hostgator.com. Below this video, you'll see my affiliate link to HostGator. You could use that if you wish. Okay, so this is the HostGator website. Right, so you can see here they host over 9 million domains. Right, so this is a pretty big company, and HostGator is based in the US. And like similar to your domain, if you find a good local hosting company, you go ahead and use that. But I myself find that HostGator is very reliable, no matter pretty much almost in any country. So you get unlimited web hosting, right? Unlimited disk space, bandwidth, right? A free site builder. You can also get a cPanel, a control panel. So when you get hosting, make sure that your hosting has a cPanel. That's very important if you want to build a blog in less than 5 minutes, and I'll show you how to do that in the next video. 99.9% uptime, so very reliable. It has a 45-day money-back guarantee, right? And 24/7, 365 days technical support, right? They also offer you $100 Google AdWords, right? If you do that. Now there's a special going on right now. You can see here they usually have promotions pretty regularly, almost every month, so 20% off. Now below this video I have a code that I secure for you, and you get 25% off, right? So you can use my affiliate link, and when you get to the checkout, just enter the code and you'll get 25% off. They also have live chat support, so that's very important. All right, like I said, I've used HostGator for a while now, and they're pretty reliable, and also they're pretty green, right? So 130% wind energy. Okay, so just if you want to take a look at what they have to offer, just play around with the website. But you want to go here. This is the web hosting section. Okay, so there are different plans that you can choose from for your hosting. Right, so there is the Hatchling plan. This is pretty much the basic plan, and this is only for a single domain, right? You get unlimited disk space and bandwidth, but you only get a single domain, right? If you're a beginner, you only want to do one website, right? A single domain, that would be perfect, right? So it starts off at, for monthly, it's $7.16 US per month. If you do 6 months, it's the same. If you would do a year, you pay a year in advance, it's $5.56 per month. Right? If you do 3 years and pay it in advance, it's $3.96, right? What I suggest, if you're really serious about internet marketing and doing more with the internet, is to get the baby plan, and this is the one I have. Right? The baby plan offers the unlimited domains, so you can get as many domains you want and host it in one place for one price, basically, right? So this is a very, very good deal, right? For monthly and 6 months, it's $7.96 per month, and if you want to do that for the yearly plan, is $7.96 US per month, and usually this is what I choose, and you can renew it every year if you want. If you want to do the longer term for 3 years, it's the cheapest rate, is $6.36 US per month, and pay in advance. They also have the business plan, so this is more for business like e-commerce, things like that. If you're beginning, don't do that, don't use that. Choose the Hatchling or the baby plan, but like I said, I suggest you do the baby plan. Okay, so let's say you want to do baby plan, you choose 1 year, all right? I just click order now. All right, so you can register a domain with HostGator, all right? But like I said before, you want your domain and your web hosting separate company if possible, right? Because things could go wrong with any company, and you don't want all of them, both your domain and hosting in one company, right? So if you have your domain already, just enter it here. So let's say we already bought the domain with evertonline.com, right? Okay, so the package type is, we chose the baby plan. Like I said, if you can, do the baby plan. If not, do the Hatchling. That only gives you one domain. Baby plan gives you unlimited domain. right? So billing cycle, right? 1 year, 1 month, 6 months, 12 months. Usually I would choose the 12 months, okay? And it says 20%. Now, if you go down here, okay, this is the coupon code. So below this video, I have a coupon code for you that I secured that'll give you 25% off. So just type that in to validate. Okay, so here you go. So if you see up here, now it's the 20% has changed to 25% off. Okay, so there, choose your username, your PIN. It's a 4 to 8 digit PIN. It's only numbers only, right? And your billing information, your credit card or PayPal information here. Site lock and those, just uncheck those. You don't need any of this. Okay, so you got, right, so here's your detail, right? Your support here. It's free support, of course. Money back guarantee, 45 days. So in 45 days, let's say if you don't like this company, you know, you could choose another hosting company, get your money back. We have the BA plan. So like I said, the charge is for the whole year. So it's $119.40 US with that 25% discount. So you have about $30 US discount. So the total for 1 year is $89.55 US for the whole year. Now remember, this is an investment for your future, right? You're getting a domain which costs about $10 US, and now your hosting is about $90 US. So altogether, it's about $100 US investment you're putting into your future, right? The internet offers a lot of opportunities, right? So $100 investment is really nothing, right? And this is for the whole year. Okay, so everything's okay. You just do. You check this, read the agreement, and then create an account. And that's it. So now there's a couple of things you need to do to link the domain to the hosting. All right. So there's a couple of steps, right? So what you want to do is you want to go to your domain registrar. Okay. So remember, we use Namecheap to register a domain. Just go to login. Now in the next few steps, this is only for those of you who have purchased your domain and your web hosting with a separate company. Now don't do this step if you have both your domain and web hosting with the same company. If you purchase your domain and web hosting with the same company, the domain and hosting is already linked together. Okay, so I'm going to pause this video and log in. Okay, so once you log in, this is the page they give you. So here is, you can come here to, you know, there's many options to manage your domain and do transfer, things like that. But you can just go here. This says, this will give you information about, you know, your number of domain you have. So I have actually 19 domains. So you can just go here, view. Right, so I'm going to find a domain that I purchased earlier. Okay, so let's say I purchased this domain already. This is, it's called a Good Life Project, YourGoodLifeProject.com. Now before we continue, you want to enable WhoisGuard. Right? Remember, Namecheap gives you a 1 year free WhoisGuard. So WhoisGuard will protect your address. Right? So there should be a section here to enable. So just enable your WhoisGuard. Alright, so just say enable WhoisGuard. Alright, so my WhoisGuard has been enabled. Right, and as you can see, the address here is not actually my physical address. This is the address of the domain registrar. Alright. Okay, so once you do that, you want to go here to the left, and there's something called a domain name server setup, okay, or DNS. Now domain, you know, it sounds technical, but basically you just want to tell Namecheap that you're hosting your domain with a HostGator or with the company that you bought web hosting from. So let's just click here. All right, so you want to choose a specific custom DNS server, right? Now, when you bought your web hosting, you should have gotten an email with your DNS right, with the DNS servers. All right, so there should be two. It should be, if you bought HostGator, it should be similar to what I have on the screen. Now, if you didn't get the email, then you can actually log on into HostGator and find out the DNS. Okay, so let me do that right now. Okay, so this is the logon screen to the cPanel. Right, now to get into your cPanel, all you need is type is your domain name.com / and cPanel, and then you'll get this screen here. So I'm gonna pause this video and log on. Okay, so this is the cPanel. There's a lot of stuff here. I'm not going to go over all this stuff in this tutorial. Later on I might create another tutorial on how to navigate through all these menus and options. Okay, so if you scroll all the way down, keep going down on your left hand side, there is the name servers, right? So this is what you need to enter in your Namecheap or your domain registrar's specific custom DNS servers, right? So just enter. You can just copy, right, and paste them here. At least two, right? You need those two, right? Like I said, they also send you an email with this information. So if you didn't get your email, then you can just log on to your cPanel to get that. Okay. So once you do that, click Save Changes. The DNS setup can take a few minutes to 24 hours. So with Namecheap, it says it can take up to 24 hours for this change to take effect. Right? Usually, with my experience, usually it takes about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But some things can happen, but just expect that it can take 24 hours, right, for the change to take effect. Right? So once you do this, you're pretty much done. So the best thing to do right now is to go and do it, right? Buy your register a domain, get your web hosting, connect them together. Okay, so now you got your online real estate. Right, so this is the first step, right? So if you want to do internet marketing, promote things online, you need to do this, right? Okay.